They collapsed SAA, brought the private sector, reduced employees, increased the prices. ESCOM is going to be like that. And when ESCOM is like that, me and you are going to go back where we were. Remember, we grew up without electricity, those who are fortunate to have now. Those who are fortunate to have now. Those days are coming back. You will have electricity wires, but there won't be power because you won't afford to buy. And who will not afford? It's a black man. So we are going there. I'm telling you this, we marched, we are the only organization that marched to ESCOM under heavy rains. We knew even after marching, there is nothing we can do. The powerful have spoken, but we have marked it in history so that when your children do not have electricity in the next 5 years to come, they will not blame it on us. They will ask you a question: where were you when they were decommissioning power stations of ESCOM? Where were you when they were destroying coal mines in South Africa, the same countries that says coal is contributing to pollution? They are the ones who are now saying, bring your coal to Germany, bring your coal to Europe. Yet, you must not use your coal. Your big-nosed president has signed that and said, no, you can take this coal, we don't want it anymore. Let me tell you, once coal mines are closed, there will no longer be a province called Mpumalanga, because that province depends on coal mines for economic sustainability. So, comrades, SAA has collapsed, Denel has collapsed, Transnet has collapsed, PRASA has collapsed. They've never built anything new. Everything they found, they destroyed it. That's why now I don't listen to all these fools, irrespective of their ages, because they are hypocrites. When it favors them, they say nothing. Where is Reverend Chikani, who was making noise here saying he's an elder veteran? Where is Musimang? Where is that group of veterans which were saying, we're veterans, hey, Zuma is corrupt? Here is a man, a favorite of white capital, Ramaphosa, who was found with millions of dollars in his house. They all went under the same mattress of dollars. Because everything white man favors is a right thing. Ramaphosa commits crime. The whole media wants to convince us how that crime is not crime. Why can't you ask yourself a question, you ANC members who are listening to us bloody crooks through YouTube? Why don't you ask yourself what was going to happen to Malema if those dollars were found inside Malema's house? Why are we not equal before the law, all of us? Whites are there to finish us all. We can't afford to finish each other. If you doubt, go and look at Dali Mpofu. Today, we are being asked, how much is Dali Mpofu being paid for representing the public protector? But there was Paul Pretorius, who was an evidence leader in the Zondo Commission, a white man, was paid 38,000 per day. No one has ever asked, how much is this man being paid per day? But because today it's an African man representing an African woman, we must now know how much are they spending on this man. Acceptable. Only the EFF said you can't treat an African woman like a slave, even if Mkhwebane is not a good public protector, she still has got the rights. You can't treat her the same way slaves were treated. Slaves were not allowed to have lawyers. Today in Parliament, after the Constitutional Court said Mkhwebane must have lawyers, a hearing continues without Mkhwebane having lawyers. And we still claim that we're in a democratic South Africa where we are all equal. A public protector who hasn't killed anyone, who only went against the powerful. Why do you all want to pretend like the Western Cape High Court didn't say Ramaphosa suspended her because he was paying revenge after the public protector said, answer the 37 questions on Palapal? She was not suspended because she stole anything. She was not suspended because she killed anyone. She was suspended because she dared questioned the powerful. She touched the untouchables. If she had asked us those questions, she will still be alive today. She will be a public protector with more benefits because you went against Ramaphosa's enemies. We will never allow Paul O'Sullivan to hold this country at ransom. No British spy will ever hold this country at ransom. Paul O'Sullivan, who is a handler of Cyril Ramaphosa from apartheid times, goes in an interview. Sakina Kamendo asks a simple question. A white man becomes pink and starts speaking to her rudely because who's this girl to ask me questions? I'm a white man. No black girl will ask me this type of questions. That's what he was saying effectively. When persecution faces you, when rejection faces you, when you think my organization is ill-treating me and is not treating me the same way it treats others, that's the time you must show more loyalty to your organization. You must have a conviction of your own. When they were hitting me, when they pushed me, I said to them, take all the positions, suspend me from standing for any position, leave me with the membership. They still refused and pushed me to where I am. I never left them. Fighters, Eskom is being destroyed. And when Eskom gets destroyed and renewable energy is introduced, electricity is going to be in the hands of the private sector. When the electricity is in the hands of private sector, the first thing the private sector does is to cut jobs by half. The second thing the private sector does is to increase the price. I don't want you to go and do research. Let me give you a quick example. SAA. I told you, South Africa, that once SAA collapsed, the people of the whole of Limpopo, Gauteng, Northwest, Mpumalanga, and everywhere else, they will no longer go to Cape Town. Cape Town will be left for the rich. Look at the flights now. Those of you who come from Eastern Cape and visit a lot in Gauteng and come back to East London. This December, if you are lucky, single trip, if you are lucky to come from Joburg to East London, it will be 4,500. And that is your salary and your bonus.